Hello, my freaky darlings. Welcome back. This week, I'm fascinated by the Lernaean Hydra, or commonly known simply as the Hydra. So, the Hydra was a serpentine water monster in Greek and Roman mythology. Its lair was the lake of Lerna in the Argolid, and was apparently an entrance to the underworld. So, that kind of makes it creepy, right? Yeah. According to the myth, the Hydra was killed by Hercules as the second of his 12 labours. According to Hesiod, the Hydra was the offspring of Typhon and Echinida. It had poisonous breath and blood so virulent that even its scent was deadly. The Hydra possessed many heads, but the exact number of heads varies according to whichever version you're reading. Later versions of the Hydra story add a regeneration feature to the monster. For every head chopped off, the Hydra would grow 2 new ones. Hercules required the assistance of his nephew Iolaus to cut off all of the monster's heads and burn the neck using a sword and fire. The oldest version of the Hydra myth appears in Hesiod's Theogony, while the oldest images of the monster are found on a pair of bronze fibulae, which is a type of brooch, dating to about 700 BC. In both these sources, the main motive of the Hydra myth was already present, a multi-headed serpent that is slain by Hercules and Iolaus. While these fibulae portray a 6-headed Hydra, its number of heads was first fixed in writing by Alcaeus in 600 BC, who gave it 9 heads. Simonides, writing a century later, increased the number to 50. Okay, that's quite a jump. While Euripides and Virgil and others did not give it an exact figure. So I guess these guys just couldn't make up their minds. And is it just me, or does it sound like a bit of one-upmanship, or a bad case of exaggerationitis? I mean, going from 6 to 50. But anyway, like the initial number of heads, the monster's capacity to regenerate lost heads varies from time and author. The first mention of this ability of the Hydra occurs with Euripides, where the monster grew back a pair of heads for each one severed by Hercules. The Hydra had many similarities with other myths from ancient Near Eastern religions, in particular Sumerian, Babylonian, and Assyrian mythology, which celebrated the deeds of the war and hunting god Lernaean, who was credited with slaying 11 monsters on an expedition to the mountains, including a 7-headed serpent. That's really quite similar to Hercules' 12 labours. I wonder who copied who. Anyway, so now that we've gotten the basics about what the Hydra was, let's get into how and why Hercules killed the poor thing. So, Eurystheus, the king of Tiryns, sent Hercules to slay the Hydra, which Hera had raised just to kill Hercules. When he got to the swamp near Lake Lerna, where the place where the Hydra lived, remember, Hercules covered his mouth and nose with a cloth to protect himself from the poisonous fumes. He shot flaming arrows into the Hydra's lair, the spring of Emeny, which was a deep cave from which it would emerge, only to terrorize neighboring villages. So I'm guessing he did the flaming arrow thing to lure it out of its cave, not just for the cinematic value. Okay, he then confronted the Hydra, wielding either a harvesting sickle, according to some early vase paintings, a sword, or his famous club. According to Apollodorus, a mythographer, Hercules realized that he couldn't defeat the Hydra this way. So he got his nephew Iolaus for help, and his nephew came up with the idea, which was possibly inspired by Athena, of using a firebrand to scorch the neck stumps after each decapitation. Hercules cut off each head, and Iolaus cauterized the open stumps. Now that must have taken some coordination. I mean, shit. Somehow I doubt the Hydra would have just let them kind of like chop and cauterize. I mean, it's not like it wouldn't have carried on smacking them or trying to bite them or, fighting back. Yeah. So that would have definitely taken a lot of coordination. and it's not like I'm calling bullshit, although I might be actually calling bullshit. But anyway, so seeing that Hercules was winning the struggle, Hera, the bitch, sent a giant crab to distract him, but he crushed it under his mighty foot. The Hydra's one immortal head was cut off with a golden sword given to Hercules by Athena. He placed the head, still alive and writhing, under a great rock on the sacred way between Lerna and Ilias, and then dipped his arrows in the Hydra's poisonous blood, which he would later use to kill other creatures during his remaining labours, such as the Stymphalian birds and the giant Geryon. He also used one to kill the centaur Nisus. The alternate version of this myth is that after cutting off one head, he then dipped his swords in its neck and used its venom to burn each head so it could not grow back. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so Hera, upset that Hercules had killed her beast, placed it in the dark blue vault of the sky as the constellation Hydra. She then turned the crab into the constellation Cancer. So the next time you're looking up at the stars and you see those constellations, just know they were put there by a jealous homicidal bitch who wanted to kill her husband's bastard son. Anyway, that's it for this week. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with people who are also fascinated by some weird shit like haunted places, urban legends, unsolved mysteries, conspiracy theories, serial killers, mythical creatures, ghosts, and other things that go bump in the night. Thanks for watching. Till next time, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.